What happened to the lights?
Miami comes with a unique style of basketball. They come with an offense that's not working. They massacre the Jazz on the glass, and their offense worked. We'll talk about it next on Postcasts. David Locke along with Ron Boone after the Utah Jazz lose to the Miami Heat 147-116 as the Jazz fall to Miami. And the story of this night is not until the final rebound of the night did the Jazz have more defensive rebounds than Miami had offensive rebounds. That is the story of the night, is that the Miami Heat dominated the glass, and the numbers were astronomical as the night went on. In the first quarter, Miami had 10 offensive rebounds. The Jazz had 7 defensive rebounds. By halftime, it was 17 offensive rebounds, or 19 offensive rebounds for Miami and only 10 defensive rebounds for the Jazz. It was the 5th most amount of offensive rebounds in the first half of a game by any team since 1951. Ron, what's your thought on that?
I don't have a thought.
Well, that's because your mom said if you don't have anything nice to say, you shouldn't say nothing, anything at all.
That's a good point.
So
yes.
It wasn't like we had different guys tonight. Like we had Nurk. It wasn't like if we didn't have Nurk and we're playing Kevin Love at the center, like I could kind of see some of this. Like, this is just an effort and energy thing, and Miami just brought more tonight?
Yes. And I really believe that teams go into ball games sometime thinking, okay, this team is shorthanded. They're not very good, or we should, and we're playing at home. That energy level is not there early, and then you can't get it back. And then there was an unusual style, because I really thought the Jazz made a lot of mistakes as far as not, and all of a sudden I lost my chair.
Yep. Ron just fell off his chair.
With the offensive rebounds. If you watch, sometimes there's only one rebounder in there, Jazz. You got 3 or 4 Heat players.
Yep.
So that's the reason they come up with offensive rebounds. So it's just wasn't a very good basketball game to watch. And coaches get frustrated behind something like that.
What do you think of Miami's style?
What I like about it is I don't like the strictly the draw and kick all night long. I don't like the one-on-one. Speed of the game, I didn't mind that at all, but I don't like the one-on-one. But I do like the fact that they push the ball,
yep.
and they play with the skill level that they have, meaning who is the star of the team?
Yeah, I mean, particularly Tyler Hero not playing. Norman Powell is, I guess, their star.
Yeah.
Never been an all-star. Maybe this is what – I mean, I was talking to some –
So there's a such thing as win ugly.
Yeah, Gordy Chiesa kind of thought they play this system because it covers up the weakness of all their players.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Right? So maybe that's the answer. It is certainly not aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
They took 108 shots. The Jazz took 92. That's an impossible way for the Jazz to win a basketball game.
So here's a question for you, though. Did they take away the 3-point shots of the 3-point of the Jazz? And the Jazz ended up with 25 3-point shots.
They don't usually. They're 20. Here's what's weird about tonight. They're 23rd in the league at denying the 3 out of 30 teams. So they don't usually do that. They're 21st in the league in offensive rebounding. So they don't usually do that. They were 28th in the league offensively over the last 10 games. So they don't usually do that. They did all that tonight.
And so you look at the game, and you'd have to go back and watch film. I mean, you can nitpick all day long watching film. And then you start thinking, well, what did we do wrong? Or obviously the big thing was giving up offensive rebounds. I mean, those offensive rebounds leading to points and more opportunities, they got up 108 shots.
Right.
The Jazz got up 92 because of offensive rebounds.
By the way, Los Jazz is still here cheering. They're our star of the night. All right, Yusuf Nurkic gets his 3rd straight triple-double. But for the 2nd straight night, the Jazz offense isn't good while he's getting triple-doubles. It's worth noting the Jazz offense tonight, as much as we just talked about rebounding and other things, the Jazz offense tonight was really the problem. The Jazz offense was a 104, which is pretty dreadful. Like, if the Jazz discovered something here, or is it just happenstance, or this is because you don't have Lowry, so you have no choice? This also might be why we're worn out. Like, at some point, playing without your best player does wear you out. What's your thought on the Nurkic passing extravaganza?
I think offensively, you got to find a way to get him in the ballgame. I mean, to make him a part of your offense scoring. And like I said, I had a little conversation with Will before the ball game about the pick and roll and everything in the middle, and how most teams are playing it in the middle of the floor now, more so than the side pick and roll. And it fits Nurkic fine because he can pass the basketball from that position. He can go dribble handoff from that position. He can catch a player going back door from that. I mean, it's just so many options that he has in order to get him more opportunities, or to make him a part of the offense for the most part, instead of just screening.
There's a chance that Nurkic and all these assists is where all the three-point shots went, by the way.
Could be.
Because every single one of his assists is for a 2. So they're great. They're backdoor cuts. They're fabulous. It's all cool. But that is 12 twos that we're assisting when Nurkic is running out of the top and you're back cutting around the backside of him.
Yeah. And again, you'd have to go back and look at the film, and sure enough, we could nitpick quite a bit, but maybe the defense, the perimeter defense of the Heat,
they were closing the
switching all on the floor. Yeah, so maybe that had something to do with it as well.
Bryce had it going a little bit, otherwise not many others had it going tonight. Do you think that's a part of it? Jazz seemed a little without their regular juice tonight. Is this just at some point you're playing without Lowry that many games in a row, he's your best player, you eventually wear out on the burden of all this?
Yeah, it could be, David, but I really think that they just wasn't ready to play. I mean, usually there's one guy that's not ready or something like that, and Will can, for the most part, see that and put someone in there. But, where's the energy level of Keontae? I mean, that wasn't there as well. He goes 6 for 19, and it's just, you hate to see it, but
I thought guys went rogue a little bit more tonight offensively than we've seen in a while. I thought guys were trying to get theirs a little bit. We'll see whether Will agrees with us. They did have 36 assists on 40.
They just an ugly ball game, and if that's the way they have to win basketball games, then they'll probably stick with that.
Right. All right. We're going to shorten the show. There's not a lot to talk about tonight.
I don't, there's a triple-double. Maybe you deserve a star, but, I was watching this and thinking during the game, the Jazz were out of this in the first quarter.
Second quarter,
rather.
They got outscored 38-18 the second quarter.
So I just wanted
that killed this one.
We just bypass stars of the game tonight.
You're increasing your standard.
Yeah.
You're expecting more out of these guys.
I think they took the juice out of me there as well, because I was...
who's taking the juice out of me?
What's that?
My dad. It's relentless, man. He's just going every day. No.
Yes, hey, think about that, David.
I'm joking.
When you can get to be that age and
still skiing like that at 86, that'd be.
Heck yeah.
I'm all in on that. That'd be great.
So
all right,
Lacey,
Ron Boone has got new standards.
Yeah, skipping stars.
No stars tonight. Yeah. Jazz lose to Miami 147-116. If you allow 147 points, you probably got to go starless. Yeah. That wraps us up. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.